We're going to cut that short. Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Cool. Okay, apparently we've got no webcam. That's great. Oh, we genuinely just don't have a web. Okay, cool. Nice. We have to turn my camera off and on again. Streamlabs that I'm using to stream, when you log out of an account, say I'm streaming on YouTube, I'll log out and I'll log into my Twitch account, stream on that. It just breaks Streamlabs. Very annoying. It took me 13 attempts to log into this account. But we're here. We're like 10 minutes late in the stream. But welcome everybody. Today, we head to the Nurburgring for the European Grand Prix. And I was thinking about this. I think this is my favourite circuit on F1 Challenge. I always have a glorious time at this track. In fact, I don't know if it's my favourite circuit in the world. It might be in my top 5. If it was the old layout with the first chicane, as in pre-2000 and what is it, 2002, I like that. I like that. It's a very nice circuit. But welcome everybody. Welcome on in. We're going to have some fun today. I had to have dinner later than I usually did. So we're going to do a practice session. It'll only take 10 minutes, but I need to set up the correct difficulty for the AI. Yeah. What's my opinion on Morris Marinas? The second best Morris car behind a Morris Minor. The Subway footlong cookie coming to the UK. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Congratulations, Jasper, for completing GCSE English. Good for you. Right, let's show you what's been going on in the world of F1 Challenge. Let's start with the news. Where are we? News. The intro music, by the way, is created by my friend Adrian. We need some music in the background of these scenes as well, though, because it's a bit silent, isn't it? Anyway, Formula 1 news of the week. James Early delivers. Qualifying down in 10th place, Early could have hardly imagined how the race would have actually played out. But the British driver claimed yet another home victory, and crucially his first victory for his new team. If you missed that stream, it was the British Grand Prix. And like you've just heard, we qualified 10th. It was raining. I won somehow. It just happened. Pretty good. Raikkonen cracks. A week after praising Raikkonen for his incredible consistency, the Finn retired from the British Grand Prix in an incident with a backmarker, which could have easily been avoided. I can't remember which backmarker it was, but they were going through cops, and Raikkonen, he was trying to lap him, but sort of crashed into him. It was a mess. Raikkonen should have easily won that race, but in the end, he retired from the race, which is his second or third retirement of the season, actually. Yeah. BMW over the moon. BMW's partnership with Sauber has been going from strength to strength. They secured their first victory in Bahrain with Kubica, and they have now scored their first 1-2 victory with Early leading home Robert Kubica at Silverstone. Job done. It was Piquet. Of course it's Piquet. Heidfeld confident. Renault was seemingly the slowest cars in Great Britain during qualifying, but Heidfeld was able to climb from 20th on the grid to finish in 8th. The German stating that he is confident more good results are on the way. He's heading to his home Grand Prix next as well. This race, European Grand Prix, is of course at the Nurburgring in Germany. Heidfeld is German. Who knows, maybe he'll score more points today as well. There's been no change in the entry list between last race and this race, but I'll show you the entry list anyway. There you have it. Yeah, feel free to pause the stream if you really want to read that, but I assume most of you know the lineup by now. Driver profile, because we've got an extra win under our belts, so I'll show you this one as well. Our morale is very high. 31 race victories. We even got another fastest lap, 17th fastest lap of the career. We don't often get a fastest lap, so it was nice to get one there. Felt pretty good, pretty good. Championship standings going into this round look like this. Kimi Raikkonen still has the lead in the championship. Fernando Alonso is 1 point behind him. Fernando Alonso pit on the second to last lap and lost out on second place in Silverstone. He would have taken the championship lead if not for that pit stop. Early is only 10 points off the championship lead after 9 rounds in the season. I'm doing pretty well for myself, considering we're not in the fastest car. And it's Jarno Trulli, Webber. Kubica scoring good points. He's almost into the top 5 in the championship as well. Not too bad at all. Let's have a quick look at the team's championship. It's Ferrari leading Sauber, leading McLaren, and Sauber scoring all those beautiful points with that 1-2 finish. We've closed the gap to Ferrari. We're only 13 points behind. Are we in a championship fight? Maybe. We shall see. We shall see. Let's jump into the practice session because I need to do some practice. Let's go do that. I'm going to record this as well. Yep, start recording. Nice. Let me get the game up. Hello, George. How you doing? Do I know why DTM 2002 mod for F1 Challenge is not working? I don't know. F1 Challenge is a complicated game. Unless I'm looking at the files right now on your computer, I'm not going to be able to help you. Where is the legend Marcus Winkelhock? He's not here. Thought maybe he could make a special appearance, but he's not here. Right, make sure my controller is working. Oh, sorry, steering wheel. It is. So I need to set the AI difficulty. So I'm going to have to do a couple laps in test session.
Of Koblenz, the Nurburgring combines short straights with a challenge.
The disrespect. I'm sorry.
Slow, medium, and
I cannot stand here in the stupid narrator again.
Nurburgring pales into insignificance.
Right, I'm going to start by using the Great Britain quali setup.
More than justified today's safety standards, which render the old
I'm going to save it.
loop redundant.
Now I'm going to just add a bit of wing, because the Nurburgring is heavier on the old downforce requirements. Yeah, you could see the game. You could. There you go. You can see. Calm down, guys. Calm down. You can see. This is the game. This is practice. It's a test session. This is not qualifying yet. I don't even need to respect the speed limit in the pits. This is a nice game. I like this game. I've spent most of today... Oh gosh, not spinning. I spent most of today editing the final Streamline episode, which is coming out tomorrow. There's a lot of action in that race. You like the Mercedes Arena. What is the Mercedes Arena? I do love this circuit. The new first section. Oh, okay. I do not like the Mercedes Arena. I like the old first chicane. It flowed so well on this game. Will there be a season 2 of Streamline? There'll be about 20 seasons of Streamline. Do I stream F1 2010 on YouTube? F1 2010 is finished. We finished it about a month ago, but I've just not uploaded the videos. 2011 will be streamed on YouTube. You got humbled by the US. Really? As in, you lost? Nurburgring or Hockenheim, what do I think is better? Nurburgring, 110%. Hello, Gizmo. Right, let's see what is possible from old James early here. Nurburgring should be in the F1 calendar. I don't think it suits the modern cars. I don't remember the Eiffel Grand Prix the other year being very good. Hello, Jeffrey. I have a lot of enjoyment driving this circuit. I had a race on iRacing earlier this year in the F1 cars at this track, and I was actually very quick. For the first time in a long time, I thought, wow, I'm not actually that bad at sim racing. Might just do one more lap. For those who don't know what I'm doing right now, I have to set a competitive lap time in a test session to then fine-tune the level of AI so that I make the AI, you know, a realistic level. So I'm not too fast or too slow. Yes, the 2026 regulations have been released. The car looks nice. I do like the look of the car. Disappointed that it's... I know it's smaller, but it's not much smaller. I don't know really what I was expecting. Yeah, it looks alright. I haven't done that in advance. I've not had time, Jeffrey, unfortunately. Usually I do that in advance, of course. Okay, I think I can get 33.5. So I want the pole to be about 33.3. Okay. Now, we go to the race. And we just simulate through a qualifying session.
Located approximately 60 kilometers northwest of Koblenz, the Nurburgring combines short straights.
You remember me
with a
in the
challenging
99
combination
BAR
of
overtaking for a
slow,
podium on the
medium,
last
and
chicane.
fast
Yeah, that's a good
turns.
memory.
Whilst the new
That's a good
Nurburgring
memory.
pales
That was
into
almost 2 years ago,
insignificance
by the way.
compared to the original Nordschleife circuit.
We just need to make sure the pole time is at 33.3 or around there. And then we'll be good to go into the actual qualifying session.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session. Lewis Hamilton has just taken pole position.
But this is only
Kubica
34.9.
is now in pole position. 10 minutes to go. Minutes left of the session.
Alright, we need to up the difficulty by about 8. Give that a go.
Located approximately 60 kilometers.
Yeah, Button assassinating me in sparring. I think it was 01. 2001. 2001, the whole season was pretty cool. There's a lot of noteworthy moments.
Nurburgring pales into insignificance compared to the original Nordschleife.
How do you adjust the AI based on your practice lap time? Exactly what I'm doing right now, JC. So you know I can do a 33.3. So I simulate a qualifying session like I'm doing now, seeing what they do. If they're too slow, I go back to the menu, raise the difficulty, simulate it again.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session.
That is second lap. Yes, yeah, that's still not fast enough. We're very close to the top level as well. Maybe a 117.
Located approximately 60 kilometers northwest of Koblenz.
Jeffrey, no, simming to end doesn't actually simulate anything. It just uses their... Basically, it uses the pole lap time in the GDB file, and it uses the average qualifying position in the AIW file as the game has crashed. Great. So, simulating to end of session does nothing. It would have nothing to do with the actual game. It's just a random number.
Located approximately 60 kilometers northwest of Koblenz, the Nurburgring combines short straights with a challenging combination of slow.
I think they're going to switch to full combustion engines in 2030.
The new Nurburgring pales into insignificance compared to the
Maybe.
Nordschleife.
That's a long way away, 2030. I'll be 30 in that year. Oh my god, I'll be 30. Oof. Hey Ryan, nice to see you.
Fernando Alonso has just taken pole position.
Good evening, Andrew. Welcome to the stream. We're just currently setting up the AI difficulty. How was the Battle of Hastings? I've been to the Battle of Hastings. Well, you know, where it happened.
Kimi Räikkönen is now in pole position. Heidfeld has lost his front wing.
I'd argue that's probably a good difficulty. Might go 1. Oh no, maybe they'll go faster than that.
5 minutes left of the session.
See what Raikkonen does.
3 minutes to go.
3-2.
Robert Kubica has just taken
Yeah, that's
pole
a
position.
that's good difficulty. Right, let's actually get into the qualifying session. What I do need to do is, oh, there we go. Make sure we got the wet line fixer loaded in case there is any rain. Go up 1 in difficulty. Why? We wanted them to set 33.3 and they set 33.2. That's good. Okay, let's go into qualifying.
Located approximately 60 kilometers northwest of Koblenz, the Nurburgring combines short straights with
We
a
are
challenging
3rd in the
combination
Drivers'
of
Championship,
slow,
Ryan.
medium and fast turns. Whilst the new Nurburgring pales into insignificance compared to the original Nordschleife circuit.
Nordschleife. Right, it is dry, this qualifying session. 30-minute session. For those who don't know the rules that I've created. We have a quali setup loaded, that's good. How far am I from second? I am 9 points behind second place. Did I just react to that message before it even loaded for you? Probably. The latency for the stream is probably only about 3 seconds. Cool. Send a couple minutes. See who gets the early times on the board. Suttle's crashed.
Has lost his rear wing.
Suttle's had a big crash, but we've missed it.
Davidson is now in pole position.
Right, Davidson on provisional pole. How cursed do you want your starting grid today? Is that my teammate? Aha, we're following Kubica out onto track. Go pole right now. Watch this. Kobayashi pole.
Has just taken pole position.
Kamui. Okay, I don't hate this stadium section or whatever it's called. This new section. I don't hate it. I just prefer the old one. Also, on the topic of the Nurburgring, I think the Nordschleife is overrated. There, I said it. Hello, Sampas.
Is now in pole position.
Did I know Leclerc's won at home at Monaco last week? No. That's news to me. Did that really happen? What did I just say? I said, hello, Sampas. Oh, you're talking about the Nordschleife thing. I'm sorry, it's just... It feels like I'm just driving around the countryside. I don't like my circuits, like, being twisty and... You know, I don't know. It feels weird. Like, there's no... I don't know what to say about it. Basically, I think it's a bit overrated. Chocolate cake is overrated. It's nowhere near the best cake. I can name at least 2 other types of cake better. No, 3. 4. I can name at least 4. How much does the ticket cost for Silverstone Grand Prix this year? I don't know. I assume they're all sold out, but if I had to guess a price, if you were getting the cheapest weekend ticket, maybe about £300.
You're up in the first sector.
Up in the first sector. Well, of course we are. Barrichello's time is not very quick. Hockenheim or Nurburgring? I'd go Nurburgring. The chocolate cake, like, I've had good chocolate cake. I just prefer other types of cake. It's not bad. I still enjoy chocolate cake. I'd just rather have other types.
You're down at the second sector.
Old Hockenheim's the best. 33-3 already from Kubica. Holy smokes. Our first lap, 34-6. Okay. Track limits, I don't care. What was in the wrap, Thomas? What was it? Let me guess, chicken. Nope. Double geared.
You're down at the first sector.
Ham, cucumber, lettuce, mayo. Huh. Ham in a wrap. Interesting. Ham is overrated. Yeah, sure. I'll agree with you.
You're down at the second sector.
It's been a much better lap this time around. Still not going to be as fast as Kubica's time. It'll be at least within half a second. Yeah, 33.7, so we're about 4 tenths behind my teammate. Second place right now. There's a similar game compared to F1. It's called Cars 3 Driven to Win. I'm guessing you're joking. Or is that a serious comparison? Carlos Sainz to Dynaco. I knew it. James Piquet. I'm not related to Nelson Piquet. Cars 3 Driven to Win, similar to F1. Guys, I'm going to move the final season for the F1 Challenge Career Mode over to Cars 3 Driven to Win. I've heard it's very similar. That's funny. Let's go. Adrian Sutter's 4th. Kimi Räikkönen's gone into 2nd.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session.
It's a good question. How is it similar to F1? What makes it similar? Don't just say because it's a racing game. Where's Alonso? Alonso's 19th. De La Rosa across the line. Oh, that's an outlap. Alonso's about to set a lap time. He's gone 4th. 4th place for Alo. Just behind me. Very close, though. Let's get out there and do some more laps. I've played Cars 1. That's all I've played. I've not played any of the other Cars games. Hi, Michael. Oh, Webber's crashed. Is it a big crash? Where is he? He's in the pits. There's Webber. There's what? I have not seen something like that before. Let's ride on board with Mark Webber. For his, I assume it's a brake failure. Just right hand down. That's fine. Good job, mate. Where am I? Oh, I'm coming out the pits, okay. He had a chance to rejoin the circuit as well, but refused to turn left. I played My Summer Car for the first time yesterday. And this morning, whilst I was editing some stuff, I watched an hour-and-a-half video of how to build the car. It was very entertaining. To continue after this race. No, I'm playing Gran Turismo 3 later. Am I scared? Of building the car? No. I'm excited. I'm excited to do something wrong and then the car just brake on me. If in doubt, yeah. Ditch the car in the lake. What did I say earlier when you said about Cars 3 Driven to Win? I said, Cars 3 Driven to Win is nothing like an F1 game. Words to live by, Daniel. Nice to see you. There we go. That's within track limits. Felt like a pretty decent first sector. Oh, bit of understeer there, though. Where is the first sector line? Oh, there it is. Kind of matched my previous best. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Ah, no, that's not good. That is not good at all. Hey, we avoided all the walls. Not going to be good for the tyres, though. Yeah, a bit too much curb there. Michael, we were just talking about the circuit. It is my favourite on this game. I absolutely love it. And it's in my top 5 in world circuits. Right, we can get another lap here on the board. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Perez's new deal. I've rather seen another driver in that seat. Ah, it's a bit deep there. Bit of a messy lap so far. Speaking about messy, I had a dream last night that I was playing on a five-a-side football team with Leo Messi. But the year was 2009. And I was playing with some of the Barcelona players like Samuel Eto'o and Lionel Messi. It was pretty good dream.
You're down at the first sector.
Yeah, we're half a second down. It's been a messy lap. Go play the Nordschleifer in my own time. It's fun. I don't really like the Nordschleifer that much. It's overrated. I have just said this. Yes, Neil. Back after a brief time away. Yes, it was long hair, Messi. He had long hair in my dream.
You're down at the second sector.
This is such a messy lap. That was slow. That was really slow. Yeah, David, baseball is not popular here at all. Saying that, one of my best friends is a massive baseball fan. But apart from him, I don't know anybody else who likes baseball or even cares about it. I think we can go a few tenths quicker. Maybe we can make it a BMW Sauber front row. Still got 7 minutes left in the session. I think I'll just go straight back out. Where do we think Carlos will go? I've heard he's going Williams. It seems such a strange move though. But honestly, where else could he go? He's a top driver and should be in a top team. But there's no seats available really. He's not going to... Well, he could go to Mercedes. I forgot about that. But is that not on the cards? I lost the Sauber. Potentially. Yeah, I've heard he's going to announce it before the Spanish Grand Prix. About where he's signed. Apparently he's already got a contract. And he's going to announce it soon. Imagine it's a complete 180 and he announces he's going to IndyCar. For some reason. Here we go then. We have 2 flying laps. Could we get anywhere close to pole position? Car just wanted to step away there as we turn into turn 1. Same with that corner as well. Good first sector. I think that should be up on my previous best. We go across the timing line.
5 minutes
No,
left of the
it's down by
session.
half a tenth.
You're down at the first sector.
Getting as close to that curve as I possibly can. Okay, yeah, straight off the track. Keep the throttle pinned. About to complete the second sector.
You're down at the second sector.
Down by 2/10. Okay, it all lies on the final lap. I think our first good lap was pretty close to the limit already. Or maybe there is a couple more tenths in it. Here we go. Slow speed instability in this car has been a problem all season long.
Robert Scobbinser has beaten his own provisional pole time.
He's gone faster, not by much, but he has gone okay. That's going to slow me down if anything, so don't you worry. It's not really cheating.
You're up at the first sector.
Oh, we're up by close to 2/10. Maybe that track extending is cheating. Hopefully the stewards didn't see.
There's only 3 minutes to go. You're down at the second sector.
I lost a load of time in that middle sector. Got to be a real good final corner here.
Speed has lost his front
Scott Speed's crashed, but we don't care. Up towards the line.
Speed has lost the wheel.
It's fourth place. I want to see what happens to Scott Speed, but we did improve the time, but not a position. Right, where's Scott Speed and how has he died? Is that Speed? Nope. That's Speed. Whoa, what the? Whoa! What have I just seen? Oh my god. What have I just seen? Oh my gosh. I need to watch that one more time. So Scott Speed minding his own business and then suddenly Trulli kills him. That's not even attempted murder. That's a successful murder. He's done it. He's killed him. What do we do about that? Oh god, that's horrendous. Ignore it, it's quali. Yeah, but it's so funny. I feel like it has to have some ramifications. Just had an engine failure coming out of the pits. And just killed Scott Speed. Now think about it. Not for this race, but think about it for future. That was very funny. It was very unexpected. I was not expecting that. I thought maybe Scott Speed had just like crashed into the wall. But no, he's been killed. Sorry, I missed loads in the chat, by the way. Drukovic thinks he'll be in F1. I don't see it. I don't think. Kimi Antonelli for the Mercedes seat. Maybe. I don't know. He's not looked... I mean, I don't watch F2, But based on results, he's not looked too impressive. Where is the FIA? They're asleep. Fast asleep in the FIA room, wherever that is. Hello, Almen. Similar to Button at Spa. I'd say this is worse, as in the actual crash, much worse. That was a head-on collision. If that actually happened in real life, I don't think either driver is surviving that. I know the safety cell is supposed to be, it's pretty good, but that's head-on at whatever mile per hour that was. Ridiculous speed. Anyway, end of the session, let's have a look at the standings. Robert Kubica claims pole position for BMW Sauber to continue their good form. Kimi Räikkönen, championship leader, in second, with his rival Alonso in third. James Early fourth place. It's very close between the top four. Lewis Hamilton, ever impressing in that Williams car, in fifth, ahead of fellow Brit Jenson Button. Fellow Brit David Coulthard there, up there as well in seventh. Mark Webber in the second, Red Bull in eighth. Barrichello and Rosberg on the fifth row of the grid. Then it's Ralf Schumacher, Adrian Sutter at his home Grand Prix in 12th place for Spiker. Kamui Kobayashi, Pedro de la Rosa 13th and 14th. 15th place for Heidfeld ahead of Piquet. Renault doing slightly better here than they did in qualifying at Silverstone. Anthony Davidson in the Super Aguri in 17th place. And it's Vettel, Sato, Albers, Speed and Jarno Trulli. We'll just say he got a back of grid penalty. Jarno Trulli back of grid penalty for murdering Scott Speed. That's fair enough. No Winkelhock. I'm sorry. I don't know how I'm ever going to bring him in unless we just replace one of the Spiker drivers. Say goodbye to Albers. Hello, Winkelhock. It's dry for the race. 60 laps. This is always a fun race for me. I do enjoy this one. A podium on the cards? A win on the cards? Who knows? Let's find out. I'm going to be boring and go for a lap 20, lap 40 pit stop strategy. There we go. Happy days. Turn down the revs a little bit. Brake duct size goes up. This can be quite hard on the brakes sometimes. No, it can't. That's a massive lie. There's like no heavy braking zones. Apart from turn 1. I think that's the only heavy braking zone at this track. Right, we're good to go. Let's get this show on the road. I saw you say this, Thomas, a few times on the Discord. I don't know. I don't know if it will happen. Do they put a rookie in that car? You put the Stig photo in the game menu in this game. Interesting choice. Maybe I'll put a picture of myself on the main menu. Before this race starts, guys, make sure to give the live stream a thumbs up. Thanks. There's no one to take that seat otherwise. I think there's other options. Maybe there isn't other options. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just Antonelli that can go there. Who else is really going to go to Mercedes? Bye, Theo. Very important question. Outside or inside? What? Outside or inside into a corner? Outside or inside in real life? Mercedes don't even have a podium this year, do they? When was the last time we've gone the first however many races, 8 races or 9 races, without a Mercedes podium? I think you'd have to go back to I don't know. I don't know if Mercedes have ever gone this far without a podium. Maybe not. Right. There we go. 2011? Surely they had a podium at this point in 2011. Oh, they had no podiums in 2011. Okay, never mind. Lining up on the grid, ready to go racing. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2007 European Grand Prix is next. We should have done the real life weather. You know, with all the weather changes. Oh well, too late. It's dry.
Hello there. Welcome to Europe.
Welcome to
The weather,
Europe.
as
That's so
often
broad.
is the case here, is just wonderful.
Look at the 10-foot tall women standing with the numbers. You demand a restart. We haven't even started yet. Can't restart something that's not started.
Robert Kubica just got the edge over his teammate. He
Edge
starts
over
from
teammate.
first.
Wait, oh, that sounds weird.
Raikkonen, second. Fernando Alonso, third. The Sauber driver performed
That's
brilliantly
me.
in qualifying to line up fourth. Hamilton, fifth.
Hamilton.
Jenson Button, sixth. Coulthard, seventh. Mark Webber, eighth. Barrichello, ninth. Rosberg, 10th.
So this is Mercedes' worst start to a season since
11th.
2011.
Sutil, 12th. 13th. De La Rosa, 14th.
Polish man edges James Hurt. Why did I read that out loud?
15th. 16th. Davidson, 17th. 18th. Sato, 19th. Albers, 20th.
Sutil is a qualifying
Slot
god
speed,
in the past few
23rd.
races.
Jarno Trulli, 22nd.
Right, let's get this bread. Here we go. And the lights are on. 3, 4, and 5. The European Grand Prix is underway. There's a staller. It's Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso already out. And it's Kubica leading Raikkonen down towards the first corner. Can Raikkonen get to the inside of the BMW Sauber driver? He's going to try it. There's carnage in the background. We'll take a replay in a second. But right now it's Raikkonen around the outside of Kubica through turn 2. And the Polish driver holds on to the lead for now. He's chasing his second victory of the season. He won, of course, in Bahrain. He came second in the last race at Silverstone. Oh, we need to see what happened. We need to see what happened. Who's out there? Oh, God. I think there's a few drivers. Hamilton and Alonso crashed. Kobayashi is just vibing on his own. Yeah, cool. Okay. Let's see what happened to Alonso with Hamilton behind. Oh, dear. Right, already, that's Hamilton trying to take avoiding action. So he's already turned away. And then decides, you know what? I'll turn back towards Alonso because that's a smart choice to make. So he just crashes. That's fine. And he's pushing Alonso off the circuit. Here comes Kobayashi. Boom, straight into Hamilton. Taking revenge on something, I don't know. Kobayashi then dives across the circuit, makes contact with Vettel, who's then losing control of his car. I think he saves it though. Kobayashi round facing the wrong way. Which car are we looking at now? Where is Kobayashi? There he is. Oh, and he's made contact with... Is that Heidfeld? No, it's PK Jr. What a mess that is. Jarno Trulli's still in the race though. Look at the tyre just randomly on the track. Kobayashi then crashes into a wall. Yeah, standard stuff. He does find reverse gear though. Eventually. There you go. Kobayashi still in the race. Meanwhile, Kubica leads. Raikkonen second. They are heavy on fuel. We might be fast at the start here. And early in third. Marcus Winkelhock is not in this race, no. Oh, Kora Kobayashi is so far clear of Kamui. It's not even a competition. Hamilton will never be a world champion driver like that. Honestly, though, Hamilton's AI this season, if we think back, he crashed into the pit lane at the French Grand Prix. He managed to successfully both avoid and make contact with Alonso in the space of 2 seconds. And on the other hand, he scored multiple podiums in a Williams. It's actually like Hamilton in real life in his earlier seasons. Button's stuck in gear. Button's stuck in gear. And Coulthard's up to 4th place. I'm not sure, Albin. I've not tried to mess with that before.
Honda, already in the pits.
Could have been a nice race for Button, but he's out of it. With 1 lap down, we've already had 3, 4 retirements.
Raikkonen is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third. Renault, already in the pits.
You missed the Kora Kobayashi law. Essentially, in my F1 2010 career, I tried to do some driver changes.
Albert has lost his rear
Oh,
wing.
what? What's happened now?
Nick Heidfeld has lost his front
Oh,
wing.
gosh.
Toyota, already
Who else is missing a wing?
in the pits.
Why Kora? Because I tried to move Kamui from Sauber to Toro Rosso and put Michael Schumacher in the Sauber, and I accidentally duplicated Kamui Kobayashi. So there's 2 K Kobayashis. So I needed a story for the second one. So on the run down to turn 1, Renault of Heidfeld just rear ends him. Nice. Good job. Such a clean race today. Already so much carnage. Jarno Trulli's up to 14th after starting in 22nd. What is the story? No, that is the story. That's it. Did I score a goal in my Messi dream? I did. Wait, that sounds weird. A Messi dream. I scored a goal in my Messi dream. Yes. I was playing out of my skin. I'm going backwards. Where am I? There I am. Any been over the chicane curb yet? I don't think that curb's there. Hello, Jan. What's the story in Balaam, or wouldn't you like to know? Why don't I write in each driver's comments post-race to add spice to the championship? Because that would require work. Hello, Laduva. How you doing? I'll just call you Lod. That's easy. Although Raikkonen and Kubica are heavier on fuel, they're pulling away from me.
Raikkonen is running second, less than
You always
3
fly in your
seconds ahead.
dreams must mean something.
You're running third.
Could mean that you want to escape
Baker, already in the pits.
your current life.
Renault, already in the pits.
You know? You feel too grounded. You want to be freed. Adrian Suttle's in 5th place. Wow. It's early versus Coulthard again. The other race, Coulthard calling me out for being a terrible wheel-to-wheel racer and saying I make too many mistakes. Oh, car stepping out. I'm kind of washed. I'm in 3rd place. How is that washed? Thank you, Lord. I'm happy to be back. How was Cyprus? Warm. No, hot. Not even just warm. It was pretty alright.
Raikkonen is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead.
You either win or you live long enough to see yourself become washed. Or Wirtsmania. I was just thinking about that. That was from that Italian Grand Prix one year. What year was that? 2005 maybe? Any iRacing planned? I don't think I even have a membership right now. The way my weeks are working, I just don't have any spare time. But I might be running 6 hours of the Glen next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. Hello, Jan, again. Kubica is pulling away at the front. Any idea how to mod the game audio files? There is an audio folder within the game directory. There's lots of mass files within that with different radio messages on. I suppose you could open the mass files, export them, and import different files. You could only replace the current ones, though. You couldn't create new prompts for new audio files to be read aloud. Oh dear. If Trulli does what he did in qualifying in this race. Now that would be a story. Things only fell off since the Toyota days. The Toyota days were only last season. I was world champion, but I did win the previous round of this season. I'd say that's not falling off. I'm one of the most successful drivers in modern Formula 1. I don't think I'll go down as an all-time great, but I think I'll go down as one of the best drivers in the 21st century. Maybe I go down as the best driver in the 21st century. Since the turn of the millennia, who else has done what I've done? You could argue David Coulthard, but he did it with less success. Sure, he won more championships, but he's got less victories, less podiums in the same time I have. I think Alonso could have a... Oh gosh, what a save! I've actually saved a spin. Alonso could claim that he's probably one of the best, or maybe the best in the 21st century so far. What's Schumacher done? He's won one world championship, 2 world championships since 2000. That's wide. Yeah, DC in this world is overpowered. And Mark Webber in F1 2010 overpowered. That's pretty cool, Michael.
the
This
fastest
is
lap
fast.
of the race. Raikkonen is running second. Less than
Oh
3
yeah, we
seconds
did have
ahead.
I did. Oh, sorry. My character did have a relationship with Britney Spears. We were married at one point. I think we got divorced. With race victories matter more than championships? No. I'm saying in the 21st century we've both won 2, me and Coulthard. And Schumacher. And Alonso's won 1. Where Winkelhock, unfortunately, he's not on the grid. That's an existential question as a username. That's quite funny. Is your career over? People calling for James Early to retire. Was it 05 that Alonso won? I thought it was 06. Who won 06? Oh, I did! Sorry, I thought we were in 2008 now and I won 07. Who's won more home races? I think I've won 3 British Grand Prix. Maybe even 4. Was Britney in my dream? Britney Spears was not in my dream. It was only Lionel Messi and Samuel Eto'o. I did not win in 2001, but it's... I wasn't in a championship fight. I don't think I was realistically in that championship fight. There was a few races where I was close in the championship, but I was never, like, truly in the championship fight, I don't think. Ooh. Greetings from Hungary. I'm doing okay, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Biggest career regrets? I have no regrets. No regrets. I've got it tattooed on my, don't know, somewhere. Yeah, I bottled 03. Biggest career regret starting it, yeah. Hello, Luke. I purposely avoided Ferrari in this career.
Is running second, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running third. Pedro de la Rosa has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
What? Things I did not expect to hear today. Pedro de la Rosa, fastest man on track. I don't hate Ferrari. I don't hate Ferrari, but in this career mode specifically, I never wanted to jump into a top car. I don't mind being the second, third, fourth fastest car, but I never wanted to go to Ferrari because they were always the fastest. The only option would have been maybe going to Ferrari for 2005 because they were, let's say, third or fourth fastest. I never wanted to go to McLaren either. And I've not been to McLaren in this career mode. We've driven for 4 teams, BAR, Williams, Toyota and Sauber. Which I think is a good mixture. We're not going for the McLarens and Ferraris of the world. We took a different route to prove we can do it in other cars. I don't like driving for one team for a single season and moving on.
You're running third.
You know, multi-year contracts is where I'm at for financial and career stability. We got traffic up ahead. Kibitzer, I think, has already got past what seems to be a Toyota. I'm guessing it's Kobayashi. If there was a good mod for 2024, which team would I like to pick? If I had to choose one of the 2024 teams, I'd go with Williams. Is James Jr. the James Early of the Codemasters series? Well, this James Early is born in 1980. So let's say I had a child at the age of 20. So he's born in 2000. In fact, if I had a child at the age of 19, in this universe, it'll be my actual age. Because I'm born in 1999. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I almost forced Kobayashi into the wall. Right, he's got out of the way. Next up is PK Jr. Which title fight was better, 02 or 06? Honestly, looking back, probably 06, but 02 had a lot more riding on it because I'd not won a championship up to that point. And it was when the series was, you know, really popular. Loads more people were invested in it. So it makes 02 a bit more special. I have seen the new car model, yes. It looks nice. It does remind me of mid-2000s F1 cars from the front. Make myself Damon Hill 2. What with a number 2 at the end of my name. I was tempted to change my age, yeah, in this universe. Maybe make myself 5 years older. So I had a kid with Britney in 99. No. No, only because isn't Britney Spears about 16 in 1999? We're going to retire at age 28 in this universe. I know. Okay, if I get to the end of 2008 and people, overwhelming amount of people say, James, continue the career mode. Maybe we continue. Oh, Webber's had a big one. And I'm here for it. Schumacher missing a front wing. But where... Oh. I reckon he's been forced into the wall at the final corner. She's born in 81. Okay, and my character's born in 80. So yeah, we had a child in 1999. So Webber ahead of Ralf Schumacher. Ralf dives to the inside for the final corner and forces Webber into the wall. I think that's on Ralf Schumacher. Ralf Schumacher's fault there. Big crash. Let's take another replay. Ralf Schumacher has a record in this career mode of being a bit stupid. Yeah, what was he trying there? What was he doing? Silly. This will be funny on board. Yeah, he goes for it. It's not on. The move's not on and he's forced. But you know what? That could... honestly, I know it's not a huge crash because it wasn't that fast, but that could be a race ban. You know, if you did that in real life, force somebody into that wall, and they went tumbling over, you'd probably get a race ban. No, you wouldn't. No, you would not. No, I'm just thinking, of course you wouldn't. I'm thinking Hamilton on Verstappen in Silverstone forced him into a wall at what speed? He didn't get a race ban. No, you can't give Ralf Schumacher a race ban for that. Anyway, we're in third. Kubica's got an 8-second lead. One race out for Webber. He could be injured, yeah. He could be injured. Have I crashed yet? No, rats. I have not crashed.
Mark Webber is unable to continue. He's retired in sector 3.
Silverstone was different. I suppose? Yeah. Well, obviously it was different. Roger got a race ban, but that was for causing about 4 drivers to crash out of the race. I'll think about it. I'll look at the replay later again and decide whether there should be any further action. Hi, Adrian. Yeah, Ralph was just trying to force Webber to pit. Change your damn strategy, he said. What was in the news section? Talk about BMW Sauber being happy. Talk about Raikkonen being a bottle job. Talking about James Early being the best in the world. And talk about Nick Heidfeld.
Raikkonen is running second, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running third. Williams already in the pits.
Suttle still in 5th. Well, we can't see him, but Luke, it'll be out 3 PM UK time. Raikkonen's definitely favourite for the championship this year. Alonso's had some not so great results. He's been very strong in qualifying for the most part, has Fernando. But in the race, it's not been not been spectacular. Bit of understeer. Yeah, it's one of those. Every sim racing title has a drawback which puts you off. You gotta just find the one that suits you the most. In an alternate reality, I would have been a Grand Prix 4 player and not an F1 Challenge player. Or I may have been an Assetto Corsa player instead of an R-Factor 2 player. Just the way things go. Or may have had friends, yeah. In one of the alternate realities, I'm not a loner. Michael, most of my how-to videos I don't actually use anymore. It's what I used to do to change things. Nowadays, if I'm changing car performance, I'm changing a lot about the engine files. I'm changing more about the drag and downforce coefficient in the various parts of the car in the HDV file. I'm not really touching mass too much. What's the GP4 drawback? Firstly, hard to run, or hard to get running properly on modern computers. For me, I've used it on 2 separate computers. I cannot launch the game whilst my other 2 monitors are connected to the computer. I can only have 1 monitor connected, otherwise the game doesn't launch. There's a limit on how many cars can be in, 22 cars. It's a lot more complicated to set up mods using whatever it is, you know, the car set manager, GPX patch, all that stuff. Just to get things running properly, I think is more difficult. The filing system, I think, is more complicated than F1 Challenge, which is another drawback. Things like wet weather and seeing how the wet weather plays out during the race, or deciding on what your strategy is during the race, and you can't change your strategy on the fly as far as I'm aware. That's an off-putting bit as well. You don't like how it looks. I, for one, do like how it looks. And people raging about the GP4 AI. Past lap 1, yes, they're pretty good. But the lap 1 Grand Prix 4 AI, at least on the base game, is the worst lap 1 AI I've seen in any racing game. It's horrendous. I do think it's more realistic than F1 Challenge, if you're looking for realism. But F1 Challenge, even 20 plus years later, it's so easy to run and so easy to, for me at least, to get working on modern hardware. It's simple. G-Motor games are even worse. I like G-Motor games. All my favourite games are G-Motor games. Whether it's F1 Challenge or R Factor or R Factor 2. Hi, Ben. But I'm not saying at all that Grand Prix 4 is bad. When I've played it, I've enjoyed it. I'm just saying there's issues with it which pushes me towards different games. And it's weird, the base version of Grand Prix 4, there's no car performance difference for the player when they're in different cars. That's weird. I'd probably say there's... I don't know. I don't know if there's more mods for GP4 or F1 Challenge. I'd say it's probably quite similar. I think there's a bigger active community on Grand Prix 4 than F1 Challenge.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
MS2's okay. Nothing spectacular.
Is running second, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Oh, Ben, we have a new program for that. Satent, I don't know if Satent's in the chat, but Satent made a program that you input the drivers, or do you even input the drivers? Basically, you put this program in the drivers folder, and it automatically just changes their skill level. So you can have variability per race, which is nice. If you're planning on playing through for some reason every single season in Formula 1, and you had to choose either F1 Challenge or Grand Prix 4, you'd pick F1 Challenge. There's so many seasons in F1 which have more than 22 cars. On Grand Prix 4 you can't do that. Ben, I'll send it over to you. And having a mod pack like F1 Challenge VB, which contains all the seasons, makes it really easy. I know it's a massive download, but you know, if you're picking up a Grand Prix 4 or F1 Challenge, and you've got the game working, you've got the base game, and you think, oh man, I'd love to play all the other seasons. I don't know if there's an equivalent for Grand Prix 4 that is just contains every single season. But you can do that on F1 Challenge. I need to remake a text channel on my Discord that just contains download links. I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that over the weekend. And I'll add all the little programs and utilities I've been using. Yeah, we've been talking about this F1 Challenge debate. Raikkonen's almost 10 seconds up the road now. It was clear from the first couple of laps that I wasn't racing those guys. F1 Challenge is a huge pain on trying to get the wheel set up right, in your opinion. I guess it depends on what wheel you're using. For me, it's very simple. Maybe it's because I've played the game so much, I know exactly what the settings are that I need if I launch a brand new copy of the game. It's very simple. I map my controls, which will take a minute. Change the speed sensitivity. Change the force feedback to medium strength. And then the strength percent thing to 55%. Turn down all the dead zones and I'm done. Oh, contact there. Contact with Coulthard. He spun me round. DC, who's been complaining about how bad I am at racing wheel to wheel. Well, that's a taste of my own medicine, I suppose. Now I'm down to 6th. What's DC doing? Maybe I should have given him more space on the inside. I knew he was going to the inside. I just didn't think he was actually side by side. DC goes to the inside. It's a late move from the Red Bull. And he tags my rear right tyre and round I go. Oh dear. And I almost collect Sutto coming back onto the track. That could have been disaster. Let me see DC on board there. Right, I'll let you racing stewards in the chat decide whose fault it was. Right, watch on board and decide whose fault it was for the incident. Down towards the first corner. I think that's a late move. If I'm honest, I think that's a late move. And he's not fully alongside. But he spins me around and gets away with it. I'd say that's DC's fault. We do have a bit of damage. Right, down to 6th place then. How much fuel does DC have? He's got 6 laps of fuel. Sutto's pitting this lap. Rosberg's pitting in a couple laps, and so am I. Right, back to it. Going to call it a racing incident. I'd call it a racing incident in the fact that I'm not going to give a penalty, but if I had to apply faults to one of the drivers, I'd say it's DC. I don't know how a Spike is in 4th. Sutto qualified 12th and is in 4th place. If he actually scores points, I'm sure other teams will be looking at him for next season. Oh, my rejoin. No, that was terrible. I didn't even look to the left of me. I just hoped and prayed nobody would crash into me. Rosberg's all over the spiker. Got Vettel behind me as well. The Toro Rosso driver actually scored 2 points in Silverstone. And he's on for another set of 2 points at his home Grand Prix. That's Spiker calling Sutton into the pits. As Rosberg forcing his way through. They go side by side through the chicane. Vettel into the pits this lap as well. We'll be up to 5th place because of Sutto's pit. I think it is Zhou Guanyu, isn't it? Thoughts on Perez re-signing for Red Bull? Makes sense for Perez, makes sense for Red Bull. I just, as a fan, I don't want to see that. It's just about time somebody else matches up with Verstappen in the same car. Have I won at this track in the past? I'm almost certain I have. I love this track. And if I have a love for a track, I assume I've done well at it, otherwise I'd hate it. Michael, I will get around to making a new series of tutorial videos at some point. I'll add it to the list. I've got a few videos in the pipeline. We are carrying a little bit of damage. I like Valtteri Bottas. I don't want to see him in the Williams. I want to see him go to retirement. I just want to see new drivers. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay, out with the old mid drivers, in with the new exciting drivers. Drivers like Alonso and Hamilton, they can stay because, you know, they're good. They're good to watch. But drivers like Bottas, drivers like Magnussen, see you later. DiCaprio line. Yeah, 25 and under, please. We can extend this stint a few laps. See, that's the issue with a sport going on for so long. You know, throughout the 20th century, Formula One developing, it's still new. It's still brand new. You know, there is no winning formula. People find success and then things change and then another team gets good and they try different things out. But now you're at a point where everything is tried and tested. You know? There is a winning formula. You put this money there and you hire these people and you hire these specific drivers for however long their contracts are. Rosberg into the pits, so we're up to 4th. So that's why we don't get, as, in my opinion, as much excitement off the grid, with changes and new teams coming and going and all that. Like the FIA not giving permission for Andretti to join the grid, it's because they probably have a better idea of what would happen. I'm not saying Andretti wouldn't be successful. I'm just saying that if it was 30 years ago, the FIA would say yes, of course. But they've been through so many teams come and go, which might have hurt the brand of Formula One, that they don't want to go through that again. It's already been tried and tested. Which is downside of sport going on for so long. Same with football. Football as we know it has been going on for over 150 years. But now when you watch youth football or international youth football like I've been doing, they all follow the same system. You know, they're all lining up in a very specific formation. There's no freedom. They're told to do exactly what they're told to do. You know, they don't get that license to roam around the pitch like maybe they did 20, 25 years ago. Where do you go from here? Don't know. I think I'll pick next lap. Oops. What do I think about F1 24? I've not played it, so I cannot comment.
Coulthard is running third, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running fourth. David Coulthard is stuck in first gear.
Coulthard's stuck in gear. Oh dear. Disaster for Coulthard. And the grandstands celebrate as DC retires from the race. Do I still have a G29? Yes, and I'm going to buy a new G29 next week. Oh no! Sorry, Coulthard. That is karma. I box this lap. Oh dear, that's wide. Brand new, Daniel, yeah. Brand new G29 will last me another 5 or 6 years.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Which of the current grid, who has not won a World Championship, is most likely to go on to become the next Schumi? Out of the current grid, you'd probably have to say
Pit crew ready. Already in the pits.
Leclerc? Or Norris, maybe? Into the pits we go for our first out of 2 scheduled stops in this Grand Prix.
Raikkonen is running second, about 25 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Yeah, I just have G29 pedals. Away we go. And there's Coulthard coming in, not for a pit stop. He's coming in to retire. See you later, son. Okay, we're going to rejoin into this race behind Adrian Sutil in 7th place. 7th place here. There's a Toyota on my outside. Who's that? Is that Kamui Kobayashi? Oh, somebody's off. It's Rosberg. Rosberg's off. Thought I'd be a Fanatec person. I don't want to spend that much money on a sim racing setup. Not to play F1 Challenge, anyway. That looks to be maybe suspension failure. Rosberg, who... What position was he in at this point? 3rd, 4th... He was in 5th place at this point, but probably 3rd, a net 3rd place. Nico Rosberg. He's out of the race now. Yeah, off he goes. Maybe that's brake failure. Toyota driver is out. Not a man of Thrustmaster. I had one Thrustmaster. I just didn't like the clamp. The clamps broke so easily. Wouldn't be an issue for me now because I wouldn't be like attaching it to a desk and taking it off every day. But I've just not really touched Thrustmaster stuff since. And I've got a Logitech G29 and I've had a G29 for 8 years. I don't see a reason to change. Right, we are 6th. Sutil 5th. Barrichello's 4th now. We'll do a full race update. So Kubica leads. He's on a 1-stop. Raikkonen on a 1-stop as well. Then it's Yana Trulli, who, remember, Yana Trulli started 22nd place. Barrichello up in 4th. Sutil, amazingly, in 5th place after his pit stop. 6th for early. Then it's Della Rosa and Rosberg out of the race. Vettel will move up into 8th place. Coulthard out. Then we have Heidfeld, Ralf Schumacher, Scott Speed, Anthony Davidson, Takuma Sato, and Kamui Kobayashi. Piquet Jr. the final driver. 15 drivers left in the race. Alonso retired on the first lap. So did Hamilton. Good luck, Luke. Good luck for the league race. You've still got a mint G27. How long have you had that one for, Michael? Who's the lap to Toyota behind me? That's Kobayashi. There he is. Yeah, remember to like and subscribe, guys. Nico Rosberg. So I was going to say Robert Kubica has crashed. He's been saying fastest lap after fastest lap. Are you saying you don't know who Nico Rosa is? He's only the 2006 GP2 champion. No, sorry, 2005 GP2 champion. Okay, question time. What is the best feeder series for Formula 1? Is it FIA Formula 2? Is it GP2? Or is it International Formula 3000? Bought it off eBay about 6 years ago. Okay. Not as old as I thought. Nostalgia in me says GP2. F3000 I think had the lowest quality of drivers. It felt like less of a direct feeder series for youth drivers and more of just a step down from Formula 1, full of drivers of any age. Formula Renault 3.5 was more successful. I wouldn't say GP2 or F2 is unsuccessful. I'd say Formula Renault 3.5 is more unsuccessful. Their final season, they had about 8 drivers on the grid. And like no TV coverage whatsoever. Didn't Carlos Sainz compete in the final Formula Renault 3.5 season? If you look at the Wikipedia for it, there was about 8 full-time drivers.
Suter is running fifth, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running sixth.
That was car on my inside, it's De La Rosa. I had to give him that space there. I did not want him to spin me like Mark Webber did. And now he's on the outside for turn 2. Just going to force him out wide there. Hold on to that one. Right, we should be faster than the Spiker. I don't know why Sutter's so good. Who did I say? Webber? Oh, yeah, I did mean DC. Sorry, Mark Webber. Isn't Frecker right now quite stacked in how many entrants there are? Pedro De La Rosa is all over me. De La Rosa? Has he even scored points this season? I don't think he has. He could be redeeming himself. Oh yeah, the World Series by Renault, yeah. Okay. Do I prefer the old style quali format to today's? No, I do think the 3-stage qualifying format is the best we've had. An hour qualifying session. It's not bad. It's not bad. But for a viewer's perspective, I think the current qualifying format is the best. For excitement, you got to think it is the best. Because an hour-long qualifying session, a lot of the time nothing's happening. You've either got one Minardi on track or nobody on track, and then McLaren will go out, do their run. Oh, Häkkinen's gone fastest. 10 minutes later, Schumacher goes out. Schumacher's gone fastest. With 20 minutes to go, then nobody else goes quicker, and that's the end of the session. But at least now you've got 2 minutes left in the session. You need to get a lap on the board. It's all or nothing. You make one mistake, you're out of the qualifying session. You've read my dissertation on stream. No, it's not good. It's absolute waffle. I made my whole dissertation in one single day. See, I'm a fan of one-shot qualifying. I've said it before, and I know a lot of you don't like the idea.
Is running fifth, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running sixth. Sauber, already in the pit.
I looked guilty. Guilty about what? Maybe that's just my normal face.
Robert, Kubica, the race leader is entering the
Kubica
pits
was
now.
close to lapping me. He's into the pits for his one and only stop. He's going to be nice and heavy now. About the dissertation in one day. I didn't care enough to spend more time on it. I still got a good mark.
Raikkonen has moved into the lead.
Raikkonen takes the lead with Kubica in the pits.
Ferrari already in the pits.
I don't know about F1 changing rules specifically for Monaco. I know they've already done it with the length of the race.
Is running fifth. Less than 3
Jarno
seconds
Trulli
ahead.
into the pits. We're up to 5th.
You're running sixth. Robert, Kubica has a problem with his
No! Kubica, who was nailed on to win this race, has a suspension failure. The BMW Sauber at BMW's home Grand Prix. Oh no, can you believe that? And Kimi Raikkonen presented with an easy victory. Bloody Kubica. Yeah, there he is. Let's have a look at that again. Rounding the hairpin, Kubica's car just gives up on him and he retires from what could have been an easy victory for the Polish driver. It's going to be easy for Raikkonen. That means Barrichello is in second and Adrian Sutil is in a net third place. And you know who can spoil the party? Me. It's up to me to ruin the dreams of Spiker and Sutil. And by the sounds of it, the dreams of everybody in chat. If I deny Sutil a podium, you're unsubscribing. Oh dear. I am struggling to catch the spike. I don't know why he's so quick.
Sutil is running third. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
I have a Pedro on my
You're
butt.
running fourth.
Yes. Brazil mentioned. Barrichello do Brasil. Stupid Sutter. Yeah. That's his name. Sutter 2008 Monaco vibes. Yeah, I'll just forget to brake and rear end him. Although, did Raikkonen just brake too late, or did he have an issue when he crashed into Sutter?
Honda already in the pits.
Was it a skill issue? Oh, okay. A wet patch lost the rear. That is a skill issue then.
McLaren already in the pits.
That'll be for Pedro De La Rosa. Now I no longer have a Pedro on my butt.
Is running third. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
Oh, we're up to third. Barrichello into the pits. So now Adrian Sutil runs in second place in this race. Jarno Trulli, what a recovery drive he's had, starting in last place. He's currently in fourth. He could be on for a podium. Michael, that doesn't shock me as much as Italy not having a world champion since Alberto Ascari. Italy have the most successful Formula 1 team of all time, yet they have, what, 2 world champions? Without a winner since Fisichella. They've only had a handful of drivers in the past 10 years. What have they had? Giovinazzi. And is that it? Has there been any other Italian drivers in the past 10 years?
Sutil is running second. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
I think that's it.
You're running third.
Antonelli. Well, he's not on the grid, is he? How good is Antonelli, really? Is he really the next big thing? Riccardo, a little bit of an Italian. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you can't really count him, though. He's Australian. I know it's heritage, sure, but... D'Ambrosio, I thought he was Belgian. Was Ascari pure Italian? I assumed he was. Pure Italian. Sounds wrong to say. Got traffic. It's the Super Aguris. Sutil looking to the inside. Oh, that's dangerous to overtake there, mate. Made it through. Me being stuck behind the spiker of Sutil reminds me of Alonso being stuck behind Sato. Well, not even stuck behind Sato. Being overtaken by Sato when he was in the Super Aguri.
Ferrari, already in the pits.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. I've forgotten how to drive.
Raikkonen is in the pits now.
Alright, Raikkonen into the pits. Sutil is racing a Super Aguri. The Super Aguris are probably confused, thinking, why have I got blue flags? There's a spiker. He's really struggling to get through. Okay, he's finally got past.
Is running second. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
You like how you can always hear my wheel pedal or chair when I catch a spin. Yeah. Audio's peaking at that point. Gotta be careful. We are in the second half of the race now. The Super Aguri should jump out my way. Kind of. Now there's no car between me and, I was going to say Jarno Sutter. Got Jarno Sutton in front and Adrian Trulli behind. Winkelhock in that race. That is such a cool moment. Just thinking back, I was watching that race live. I distinctly remember. It's at my grandma's house, and it was Sunday dinner. We were watching the race, and obviously it was just exciting. The rain came down. Everybody went into the pits for wet tyres, but Winkelhock was already on the wet tyres. He was in the lead. Red flag comes out. Oh my gosh, he's going to be in first place to start the race. Then he loses the lead at the start, but, you know, that was still cool. It's a shame they just didn't even score. They didn't even finish the race, did they? At least they led a lap. Finally managed to catch me live. Caught in the act, James Early. Driving on F1 Challenge again. It really is subtle mania right now. At his home Grand Prix as well. He qualified in 12th and we all thought that was amazing. Who's killed him? Oh my gosh, if it's Takuma Sato that causes this. Just ignore the Super Aguri liveries, they've been broken all season. So Sato looks to the inside of his teammate Davidson for the final chicane. And they go side by side on the exit. Davidson pinned to the inside here as we go through the final corner. And he just crashes. He just crashes straight into the wall. It's like he forgot where the corner was. There we go. How many drivers are left in this race? I think 13 drivers are left. They're dropping like flies. Raikkonen leads. He's fueled to the end. Sutton in second. Is pitting next lap. I'm going to destroy the hopes and dreams of Spiker and Suttle by extending my stint and getting the overcut. And in fact, Jarno Trulli, you know, I don't think Suttle's getting a podium, guys. I think Barrichello and Trulli are in position to move past him. They're fueled to the end. It's like the Who's at Fault meme. Yeah. I think Suttle could still get the top 5. I just don't think he'll get a podium. Who knows? I've been wrong before. I could be wrong again here today. Is he doing a 2 or a 3 stop? We'll find out once he pits. Could be a 3. He's pitting on lap, let's say 37. He won't, he already told us. Why is he talking to you and not me? If I actually continue this career past 2008, you'll be very surprised. Me too. Considering I've said it ends in 2008. I think we'd all be surprised. I don't think we will go past 2008. The only way I ever go past 2008 is if I go completely left field and create a fantasy 2009 season and onwards using maybe car models from this year. It just wouldn't even be Formula 1 at that point. It'd just be completely different. A completely new thing. Got Toro Rosso in my way. No longer. I'm only dodging Braun because I don't like the... I've only used one F1 2009 mod and it wasn't good. And I like the grooved tyres on F1 Challenge. I feel like the handling model is created for grooved tyre cars, which it is. It could be pretty cool though if we do go with that sort of thing, breaking off from what is the real seasons, and then we could bring in different drivers, we could bring in new teams that weren't on the grid, or maybe teams that were rumoured to be on the grid in 2010 that weren't actually on the grid. We could add them in. We could go to different circuits. Could be pretty fun actually. There's the spiker of Suttle into the pits. So we're going to move up into second place.
Super is running second. It's right in front of you. You're running third.
If I can find somebody who's good at making models on games for F1 Challenge, we could...
Smoke coming from his engine.
Oh, it might be Kobayashi. I think that's Kobayashi.
There's a spin in sector 2. Watch for the yellow flags.
Yeah, if I could get somebody to make a model
He's out. He's blown
of
the
the car,
engine.
and we could have our own set of regulations. I'd want it something similar to what the, you know, let's say 05, 06, 07, 08 cars. A continuation of that. Maybe that'd be too much work though. Yeah, I know how to do the audio names and stuff. I think Geki will be a bit too busy. I don't think Geki plays F1 Challenge. Wouldn't that be Streamline 2.0? No, because I won't put Streamline in the game. The idea of Streamline is we are a team, we're building up a team to win a championship. This would just be a alternate F1 universe.
Toyota are ready in the
How do you do the audio names?
Raikkonen is running
You go to the audio files in the audio
You're
folder
running second.
in the game's root directory. Basically, you have to just follow the naming convention of them. Pretty much it. Some audio files are hidden in mass files, so you have to extract them. Would that be a custom F1 sim? No, because custom F1 was focused on Streamline. Once again. This would just be a F1 universe that I'm just driving in, I suppose. It's just an idea, though. When we get to the end of 2008, if people still want to see more F1 Challenge Korea, we could do something. Does Mass Studio only deal with image files? No, Mass Studio, just anything could be contained in a mass file. It could be anything. It could be audio files. It can be images, BMPs usually. Hello, Igor.
About 40 seconds ahead.
Is Geki still making his game? Yes, yes. That's pretty much, from what I can see, that's all Geki is doing right now. It's on Steam if you want to wishlist it. Formula Circus. Any updates I can share? I don't know anything more than anybody else. I'm not like on the development team or anything. Yeah, 3D objects can be in mass files. Like I said, I think mass files can contain anything. They're just almost a form of, you know, if you like zip something up and compress it, a folder. Basically like that. I think it's a simpler way of a game using, I don't know, things, assets. You know, instead of a game telling a game, access this file, this file, this file, this file, this file, you can just say game access that mass file. Still got six laps of fuel. So we're extending. I think I will get the overcuts on Suttil.
Raikkonen is running first. About 40 seconds ahead. You're running second.
We're keeping Trulli at arm's length, but I'm pretty sure he's fueled to the end, isn't he? This could be a Ferrari 1-2. Quite embarrassing. If Trulli finishes second and Raikkonen first, then that's a Ferrari 1-2. Jarno Trulli has to be considered. I'd say it's either Trulli or Suttil for driver of the day. Jarno Trulli started 22nd. Adrian Suttil started 12th in a spiker and is running in the points. And after the final pit stop, we'll do a full race update.
Pit crew ready.
It's hard to judge, Daniel. It's a very ambitious game. And until they get more developers working on it, it's just Geki on his own. If Geki on his own is working on that game, you're not going to see it for 6 years.
Running first. About 45 seconds ahead.
What happened to Kubica? Unfortunately, suspension failure. He would have won this race. You worry it's a little too ambitious. Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's not an impossible task. It's very improbable. I'll still support it. Because I know Geki, you know. USA's drawn with Pakistan in the T20 World Cup. Wow. That's one hell of a result for the USA. Americans play cricket, apparently. I mean, there's a lot of people there. There's like 350 million people. I assume some of them like cricket. Although international cricket is one of those sports where you don't have to be from the country to play for the country. It's almost like club level competition. You can just bring in other people.
Superb. Already in the pits. Raikkonen is running first, about 45 seconds ahead. You're running second.
Well, the initial release of the Formula Circus game is not going to contain every season. They'll come later. The initial release is only going to contain 4 seasons. I think it's 2005 to 2008. Surely it's catching me here. Where's Sutton? Did he pit? Yes, he did. We're going for the overcut. Yes, Formula Circus is going to have a heavy focus on user-created content. Which I think is the way to go. If you want the game to be successful, and you want the game to have longevity, you've got to make it replayable. And if people can mod the game, that adds replayability. Overcut on a spiker, are we washed? We are, yes. But it's still for a podium position. Yes, Jax, they launched a Patreon. The link for it you could probably find from any of their Formula Circus socials, like on Twitter, or they've got a YouTube channel.
Renault already in the pits.
It's for 1 more point. Actually, it'll be for 2 more points. If it's the difference between 3rd and 2nd, which it won't be. Okay, maybe it is only for 1 point. I still need that 1 point. Thomas, in Michael's defense, your name does start with Wood. Your username. I think this is going to be a Ferrari one too. It's not obvious enough. I am now under the impression that your first name is Wood. Under the illusion. Not under the impression. We can get 2 more laps here. Jack's out for the season with an injury. Yeah, Raikkonen he's in dominant form today. And to think, Kubica was more than 10 seconds ahead of him before retiring. I don't think Raikkonen needs to... No, Raikkonen was on a one-stop. He pit ages ago. Kimi Raikkonen, this could be a rare occasion where Raikkonen laps the whole field. It'll be a tough ask. He's only got 15 laps to go. He needs to pull like a... Okay, no, he's not going to lap the whole field at all, is he? I forgot it's this layout of Nurburgring, so the lap times are slower. We'll box next lap. What is a stress fracture? Is it a fracture due to stress? Is that what it means?
You're running second.
I need to sort that fuel load out. Only need about 14 laps. I feel like there's a spider crawling on my head. The voodoo doll worked. You got a voodoo doll, you're just lightly tickling the top of its head.
Pit crew ready.
And we're boxing. We're boxing. It's our second and final stop. Pitting from second place. Have we done enough to jump ahead of Adrian Sutter?
Truly,
Let's find out.
he's running second. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Are we going to be ahead of Barrichello as well? We could rejoin in... I think we're going to rejoin in fourth. Where is Adrian Sutil? He's 10 seconds behind. We've easily done enough. We're out in fourth place. Can we chase down Barrichello for third? Is that smoke? No. We have perfect reliability. Time to unsub. The race isn't over yet. Soto could catch an overtake. Not going to happen, but he could. The track looks so weird. What's weird about it? I think it looks nice. The player's reliability is always higher than the AI's. The only way I have the same reliability is if I don't change the setup before the race. You know how I always lower the max revs and increase the engine cooling, all that. If I left that as default, we'd have the same reliability as Kubica, but then people would complain saying, you're setting yourself up for failure. You could easily get to the end of the race if you just change the setup. I'd happily do that if people would want to see that, but I would end up retiring as much as Kubica does. Whether it be brake failure because I've not, changed the brake settings, or engine failure. I should go into retirement. Who's going to win at Canada? Verstappen? It doesn't seem like we're quicker than Barrichello.
Barrichello is running third, about 3 seconds ahead.
Now, all the cars ahead of me should be going to the end. We can do a full race update. Let's do one. Yeah, they're all fueled to the end. So Raikkonen leads his teammate Trulli, a Ferrari 1-2. Barrichello up in third for Honda. Then it's early. Adrian Suttel in 5th place. That'd still be a fantastic result. I know it's not a podium, but it's still good. Vettel, another German in the points. He's in 6th. Della Rosa, who's not scored points since his F1 return, is in 7th place. And Ralf Schumacher, who took out a driver early on, and is another German, he's in the points. And another German, Heidfeld, out of the points. Speed in 10th, Sato 11th, Kobayashi 12th. Piquet Jr. had the engine failure earlier on. We missed that one. And Davidson's car is just no more. There's Kubica. There's Coulthard. There's Rosberg. There's Webber. There is Albers. That's Button. Hamilton. Alonso. Right, back to it. We've had a lot of good fortune this season. You know when we're just off the pace, but I still somehow pick up a top 5. The universe revolves around James Early. How many times have we been taken out by AI having brake failures? I think it was only that one time with Alonso. And that was an absolutely massive crash. Would you say it's the biggest crash of my career? Or was the Schumacher Eau Rouge crash bigger? Maybe that one was bigger. Where's DC? He's out the race.
Barrichello is running third, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running 4.
To Matta Monaco. That doesn't count. That's not a James Early crash. Bahrain 07. What happened to Bahrain 07? I finished that race. Radion Bin 99. I don't remember that one. I've had a few big crashes at Spa. I'm sure there's another crash at Spa. I got took out at P1, was it? Or maybe that was Damata. I'm not sure. I think so, Jeffrey, yeah. Okay, the gap is actually coming down to Barrichello, now that I look at it. 10 laps to go. Gap to Barrichello 2.7.
Barrichello is running third. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
Whoa, I'm getting major flashbacks here. Almost 2 years ago, I was competing in my first season in this career mode. We were chasing our first podium at the European Grand Prix at the Nurburgring. And we rejoined the race after our final pit stop in 4th place and had the final stint to chase down 3rd place. So I think it was Johnny Herbert, and overtake him for 3rd. And here we are. We rejoined from our pit stop in 4th place, and we have to chase down Barrichello on our final stint to claim a 3rd place finish. Pretty cool. A career biography of James Early. What would be the title? It'll have to be a play on words with Early. Could be.
Trulli has smoke coming from his engine. Jarno Trulli has lost his front wing. Jarno Trulli has lost a wheel.
Ooh! Oh dear! Jarno Trulli out. Jarno Trulli out. His recovery drive from 22nd on the grid up to 2nd is over. And let's see what happened. Everything seems fine apart from the smoke coming out the car, says Maury Walker. Trulli towards the final corner. Massive failure off and into the barrier. He's out of the race. The dream of a Ferrari 1-2. Well and truly over. Oh dear. Not as bad as qualifying, yeah. Yeah, he'll be alright. So Barrichello's going to be up to 2nd. I'll be up to 3rd. Sutter will be up to 4th place.
Jarno Trulli is out. He's blown the engine. Barrichello is running 2nd. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running 3rd.
So I am standing in the way of a subtle podium. Thanks, Jaden, but why are you being so positive? Tone it down a bit. Push, push. Copy that, Albert. Early by name, late by nature will be my biography title. I don't know what that is inferring.
Barrichello is running 2nd.
We are gaining on Barrichello. The gap is almost 2 seconds.
You're running 3rd.
It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday. But I ain't taking Barrichello out. I don't do birthday presents. Why did I make what face? A face like I just ate a lemon. I need more information. I don't remember making that face. Jaden, who is paying you to be this positive? If I had to be that positive, I'd feel pain. Stream's already a nice present. Oh, well, isn't that great? That's my present. Yeah, I only streamed today because it was your birthday. 1.6 to Barrichello. The gap is coming down.
You're running third.
Is Tony Robbins the guy with that like really large head? Looks like a cartoon character. I make money from playing a game that I love. It's rich of you to suggest that I love F1 Challenge. If I could play one game for the rest of my life, what would it be?
Barrichello is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Maybe I'd go with something that has a lot of potential to play a lot of, like Rocket League or an MMO like World of Warcraft or something. You know, something that is designed to be played for years. A live service game that is constantly getting updated with new content could be a game you could choose to play forever. I did not say F1 Challenge, no. You know, if I had to play a game all day, it's not going to be a racing game. Racing, it requires more focus, concentration, physical exertion than most other games. Especially if you're racing with a wheel. GP2 for you. I've not played Grand Prix 2. Not yet, anyway. My winter car, it's an upcoming game, isn't it? I'll have to finish my summer car first. I don't even know if you can finish it. How do you finish my summer car? Is it just by building the car?
Barrichello is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Overcast conditions aboard the circuit as we have 5 laps to go. I don't know why I said aboard the circuit instead of above it. Jade and I agree, that is very fair. Can't believe some of you thought we were going to get beat by a spiker. It's 20 seconds behind me now. That just shows my level compared to his. James Earlier, massive fraud. I don't care. It's tough to close the gap to Barrichello. It's been basically the same every lap now. Raikkonen isn't far away from lapping me. If he laps me, he laps Barrichello. Then he finishes a lap ahead of everybody. .76 is a very low rating. Wow. Oh, it feels like something's crawling on my head again. No, there's nothing there. Yeah, Trulli had a massive crash at the final corner. From an engine failure. About maybe 7 laps ago. I'm pushing, I just can't get close enough here. Saying that, the gap is down to 1.1. That's the closest we've been.
Barrichello is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Three laps to go. Got the gap just about under a second. Don't walk, says the rear wing. Hey, Benjamin. Oh, two. No, it's still 3 to go because I'm not lapped yet. Yes, we are close. This next lap could be the lap.
Barrichello is running second. Is right in front of you. You're running third.
Car sliding now. The dirty air. He's snaking around the corner, just trying to search for the grip. He's on a 1-stop, so the tyres are definitely worn on that Honda. But 1.5 laps to go. Let's see how close we get on the exit this chicane. Close. Close enough, maybe, to go to the inside. the final corner. Oh, he's held it. Do we have the run? We have the slipstream. We have the run. Starting the final lap. To the inside we go for turn 1. Where did we brake? I'll brake there. The inside we go. And we've taken the position. Up to second place. Happy days. Now we only need to close one. Oh, never mind. We can't catch up to Raikkonen. We just need to hold on to this second place now. But we're sliding everywhere. I think there's rain. I think it's just started raining. Suttle 4th. Yeah, it's getting slippy out here. I think it is raining. I think I do see spots of rain. Watch me do a Vettel Canada 2011 and just slide off the racing line. Wait, PK 5th? No, PK didn't finish 5th. Barrichello's got one chance and it's into the chicane. Is he going to be close enough to go for the move? He's got the slipstream, but not the run into the braking zone. We're going to hold on to this one. Through the chicane. We're approaching the final corner for the final time. And rounding the final corner for the final time. It's going to be yet another podium this season. It's second place here. Just ahead of Barrichello. Happy days. Yes. What assist do I use? I think the only one we've got is medium traction control. Maybe like stability assistance on low as well. Happy days, happy days. Another big points haul. Let's go crash. Maybe I'll crash into Barrichello going down towards the hairpin. There is no medium traction control setting. What? Really? Okay, low traction control then. Or high, I don't know. Watch this for a crash. Damn it, I've missed him. Shit. Still pretty good. I was aiming for Barrichello. Was too far behind him going into the corner. We did take flight. We bounced. Oh! Holy moly. And then we teleported. We crashed so hard we teleported. I'll tell you what that was. So in reality, we actually did just bounce off the wall and land there. But because I hit the wall so hard, I went unconscious and I had this dream where I travelled across the top of the tyre barrier. And then suddenly I regained consciousness now. Oh, whoa, I'm here. Opinion on taxes. Strange.
That was an absolutely breathtaking
De La Rosa
European
points.
Grand Prix. Here are the
Kimi
final
Raikkonen
results.
wins by 1 minute and 21 seconds.
First.
Early in second. Barrichello completes the podium for Honda. The spiker of Adrian Sutter. What a race weekend he's had. 4th place at his home Grand Prix. Vettel 5th at his home Grand Prix. Ralf Schumacher and Nick Heidfeld make it 4 Germans in the top 8. Pedro De La Rosa gets his first points on his return to Formula 1 in 6th place. Speed misses out. So does Sato. Kobayashi, the final finisher, in 11th place. We had Jarno Trulli retiring due to engine failure. PK out due to engine failure. The accident for Davidson into the final corner. Suspension failure at the hairpin for Kubica. Coulthard had a gearbox issue which forced him out of the race. After he took me out into turn 1, Mark Webber was forced into the wall. Rosberg brake failure at turn 4. Albers DNF. Button, Hamilton and Alonso all retiring very early on from this race. I think Kubica got the fastest lap. 34.5. No. Kimi Raikkonen got the fastest lap on the last lap. A 1:34.431. Yes, Daniel, I'll be streaming Gran Turismo 3 in probably about 20 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. That was yet again another successful race for me. I feel like I'm back on top form. We've won in Silverstone. We've got a podium at my favourite track on the calendar at the Nurburgring. What's next, you ask? What is next? The Hungaroring, the Hungarian Grand Prix, which we have had a lot of success at in the past. I think we've won there 4 times. We got our first ever victory in this career mode at the Hungarian Grand Prix, and that'll be coming next. That'll be on Monday. That's fun. Make sure to give the stream a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Yes, Thomas. It's whenever I update the standings. I might not update the standings until the weekend, depending on when I open up Excel. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Goodbye.